So I'm here to present to you Badlands National Park. And so this one was done by Bella Reynard, who is a third blocker. And there you can see a picture of Badlands. It was established as a park in January of 1939. And here are a couple maps of its location. So it's in the state of South Dakota. And you guys and girls notice it's in the western part of South Dakota. And then Bella also put a map there. Now studying these landscape views. Okay, so, and by the way, when you're driving there, this part of South Dakota, flat, 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 boring, 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 and then it almost looks like it pops out of nowhere. You see these views. So check that out. And now I want you thinking to yourself, I wonder if those rocks are igneous, sedimentary, or metamorphic, and make your decision there. And then this is what Bella has to say. This is her landscape explanation. So about 75 million years ago, so that would be at what would that be? The 1.5 yard line near today, the Badlands, that area of South Dakota was surrounded by a shallow sea. When the water cleared, it left behind sediments like what you see over here, sand, silt, and grains of clay, and that formed the plateaus and peaks. So all of those layers were laid down before small streams and rivers have come through. And she goes on to say that each strip of color in their mounds represent a different layer of sediment that was swept there by rivers and seas a long time ago. So first the sediment was deposited, and river erosion is going to be our dominant force. Now, this was Bella's connection to class. You probably remember examining pictures of sand, silt, and clay sediments, and then they all got mixed into a cup for how sedimentary rock would form at the bottom of the ocean. That is very much a great connection to the landscape explanation of Badlands. Okay, now let's go to her first attraction. Her first attraction is the Notch Trail, and she's included a video here that I'm going to have you watch. Notice this ladder is going to be a big part of the video. So I wonder if you would actually climb this ladder. I feel like I'm a yes. I'm not real afraid of heights. A real good view from the top. Okay, so that's Bella's first attraction, the Notch Trail. This is an attraction that's just called the Badland Wall for obvious reasons, right? Notice those sedimentary layers. And I've been to the Badlands once. This is my personal favorite. There's this spot that's called Robert's Prairie Dog Town, and it is not like going to a zoo at all. There's a little parking lot, and you can sit and just watch these prairie dogs communicate. And I don't want you to make too much fun of me, but here's what they do. You've got like this little prairie dog. It goes out of a hole and it goes, and then like way in the distance, another prairie dog will come out and go, and it's fascinating to me and funny just to watch them. Like, what are they saying? And they know that one thing they're doing is warning about predators, really. But anyway, that's fun just to sit and watch them. Okay, so again, those are 3 attractions. So when you rank this park as how much you would like to visit it for potentially when you plan your dream trip at the end of the year, remember Notch Trail, Badlands Wall, and Robert's Prairie Dog Town. Now, Bella's next part would be about the plant life. So we have the bull thistle, the burr buttercup, and then field brome. I'm not sure I'm saying that one right, but this is actually a grassland out there, so they get a little less precipitation than we would here. And then this animal is going to be part of her current event. There are bison there, sometimes called buffalo. There are definitely bighorn sheep, and of course, the very adorable prairie dog hanging out. So here's Bella's current event. This comes back from 2019. And so you maybe have heard before that during westward expansion that buffalo were hunted in the West and Midwest to the brink of extinction. And so they are making a comeback. And one thing that they've recently done in late 2019 was introduce buffalo back into it. And they are doing well, and their population there is growing. So this is Bella's personal reflection. She didn't know that the bison didn't return until recently. She thought that they were just always there. And if she went to the Badlands, she would hike the Notch Trail. She would not be afraid of that ladder or the heights. And she would also like to see the Badlands Wall. So what you're going to do now, remember, is open up your presentation chart. That would be in your National Park Spotlight topic when you hit classwork, and fill in that whole row. So let's review what you would do, right? Bella R is the presenter. Badlands in the state of South Dakota. What made it so we can actually see the layers? That would be river erosion. And then you're going to rank it on 1 to 10, with 10 being I really, really want to go to this park. And then no matter what you rank it, you put a picture of an attraction that you really liked. Maybe it would be the Notch Trail, Robert's Prairie Dog Town, or potentially it would be Badlands Wall.